It's going down like this, motherfucker.
Nigga get mad. Say, motherfucker, what you mean you ain't gonna let me in this funky joint? Much money I done spent in here, nigga. I knew your mama when she was hoeing. Hump, baby. Shit, bet I do it over time. Say that, nigga. Shit. Bet the ball. Off time. Shit, boy, I'm trying to make me some money. Boy, I'm hungry as a hog need. Slap Jesus. Shit, gotta be a Jesus, cause too many black folks.
For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together among ourselves. For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together among ourselves, among our own kind, clean ourselves up, rid ourselves of the evils that we've become addicted to here in this society, and try and...
Hey, where are the white women at?
Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man. Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man.
Your feet. He looked down, seen his feet. The nigga went berserk, killed the monkey, threw the bat out the window, start kicking that bitch in the air.
Say anyway. But I will. The way quantum entanglement works is that you can take two particles, quantum entangle them, and then take those two particles and move them at any distance in the cosmos. And let's just say, for example, if you quantum entangle two electrons and you have them spinning in the same direction, and then you take one of those electrons and you shoot that thing out 100,000 light years from the original. If you then rotate the spin on the one electron, if you modify it so that its spin changes, the quantum entangled electron at any distance will simultaneously, in no time, switch its rotation also because they're quantum entangled. So these communication systems are taking advantage of this aspect of quantum mechanics that most people can't wrap their heads around, and this is what they're utilizing. It's just the new level of science that affords us the ability to communicate at any distance instantaneously.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. It's cool enough just being cool, like I am, chilling.
You're a philosopher?
Yes.
You're a philosopher?
Yes.
You're a philosopher?
Yes.
I think very deeply.
I mean, TikTok. A lot of the white content creators on TikTok get all of their dances from the black content creators.
Up yours, nigger.
Hey, dance with me. Hey, dance with me.
Damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mama and you.
Decent white folk that still don't know they're racist.
What the hell you want here, hunky?
Don't know me.
What's all that noise? What's all that noise? Oh, that's just Dad.
Your lines are still open. Oh shit, you can get it, nigga. You wanna get it?
I think we OD'd. I think we OD'd. I think we OD'd.
The Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass. The Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass.
That's the difference when you're my baby. That's how it is when you. That's the difference when you're my baby. Doing the styles on. Doing the style. Doing the styles on them.
Baby, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I come in. Baby, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I come in. I hit the loop juice, and pulls up in the deuce. I hit.
I guess you go to the history of European civilizations. 250 years is how long they last before they implode because of their greed, because of their violence, because of an inability to let others be, including themselves. If they didn't have brown and black people to hate, they would hate themselves.
Lean and buck, lean, buck, lean. Lean and buck, lean, buck, lean, buck.
I hit the loop juice, and pulls up in the deuce. Baby, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I come. I hit the loop juice, and pulls up in the.
Tell him I'm next. 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 Tell him I'm next.
Greetings. This is Big Pontiac, and welcome to the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am the holder of the infinite sacred ball game that was created by the Hero Twins, and I am that one and only Galactic Daddy-O welcoming each and every one of you to my galactic patio that reaches from Minnesota to the universe. Well, that's my motherfucking cue to come on in and say good motherfucking morning. Almost good morning. What is it, 11? Yeah, it's almost good morning to you all. And you know how I start off my show after I do my introduction. I show you how much I'm living on the motherfucking high life. I am living on the high life, and it is always a perfect day when you can have Lake Superior, Great Lakes, Elliott Nest. So pop them if you got them. It's in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Tell them I'm next. Oh, you my little boo thing. You my little boo thing. You my little boo thing. Oh, I love that shit. Tell them I'm next. Tell them you're my little boo thing. Oh, I love that shit. Ah, that shit's gonna be playing at my wedding in a few weeks, nigga. I'm gonna be so trending line. And that nigga gonna be, you my little boo thing. You my little boo thing. Tell me I'm next. Tell me. Oh, that shit is the motherfucking bomb. What is that nigga's name? That nigga's name is not you. Him. Paul Russell. That shit is That Paul Russell shit. Y'all want to hear a little more Paul Russell, don't y'all?
Oh, tell him I'm next. Tell him you find a little something.
Oh, Paul Russell.
Oh, tell him I'm next. Oh, tell him I'm next. Oh, tell him I'm next.
Oh, I can't help it, Paul Russell. Oh, and you know, niggas, we smoking tonight. I've been motherfucking taking these gummies all day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, but pop them if you got them for sure. We'll let this heat up. Tell you, you know, I don't want to be a motherfucker to cry and shit, but yeah, just my back has like really been sore. Like, yeah, I really couldn't even hardly sit here. And when I have to take more of them pain relaxers, the shit make me sleepy. So sorry I couldn't. I watched the game last night, and I guess I'll end up starting there in a minute. But I'm gonna keep my introductions going for a minute before I fully go in and tell you my opinion as things interacted and add some things. But it's been a beautiful day. You know, we went up to the Lake Superior, and Lake Superior is a inland sea. It's actually in an ocean that's in the middle of our country, well, the northern part of our country. I mean, the capacity of water. Here we go, the unicorn, Luca, hookah. So smoke them if you want them. It's got some fire in there. And do a study of Lake Superior and all the water that's up there. Good energy. My daughter got to got to perform and twirl at halftime with the college band. But it's funny, you know, there's 300 colleges in America. And I think this college, I think it's University Minnesota Duluth, I think is what it's called. Yeah, UMD, University excuse me, University of Minnesota Duluth. And so it's about 2.5 hours north of us on the border of Wisconsin and Minnesota. So, you know, Superior, Wisconsin is just a bridge ride over, and you're in Wisconsin. Uh, Now, down here where I live, you can be in Wisconsin about 45 minutes. We live if you're going east. But going north, if you don't, you know, continue on to go to Canada, you can go over to Wisconsin. You can actually get to Michigan that way too. It's a way I can go that way to Michigan. But yeah, beautiful energies up there. It was fun. But watching the team play, you know, I'm gonna show a little bit of the stuff, but watching them play was interesting. Uh, you know, like my son played at a junior college, and then my nephew had went for a little while to see if he could go to a junior college. My son's football team was a little bit below where this junior college was, because of course this is a 4-year school, but it's a FCS. You know, the games mostly on TV today is FBS. So the lower, or what used to be called Division II, is called FCS, and I think it's the FCS game. And I was just comparing that to like my high school stadium. My high school stadium might have been bigger than this place we was today. And actually, Aggie Stadium is quite a bit bigger, where I played my college football. But it was still, you know, I got to see. I might have made I don't know if I made a video about Chuck or not, but it was cool up there. Let me see. It was real cool up there. Yeah. I know this is just, you know, real quick. I know I had some music to it. Oh, they might get me. But yeah, this is, and these is cribs, like, right. And some of these you can rent. It's a hotel, not too far. But, and yeah, look at all that water right there. That's why they say this is an inland sea, you know. I mean, and it's like you can never swim in this water. This water is always cold. Like and it's always colder up here than, you know, further further down where I live. But this is all coast, you know. This is the way the goods go to Chicago, goods go to New York through the Soo Locks. So it's a lot of bread up here. It is a lot of bread up here. Let's see, where was the other one? Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me catch it at the beginning. Here's the team coming in. And I don't know if I see my man or not, if I see my friend. 88. I don't know if I see 88. Let's see, because he has his shirt kind of pulled up in the front, so 88. He passed me, and I think I started filming his back. 88, 88, 88, 88, 88. Yeah, he passed. I remember when she said, there he goes. So he's passed me somewhere in here. I saw the back of him when he passed me here. Like he's one of these up there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's one of those. So and let me see, do I want to show any more? I guess I didn't download those, but so you know that was kind of the vibe today. We stayed until halftime. My daughter got to perform baton at halftime. So yeah. Where, let me see. Where do I want to start? I wonder if I can get, let's see. No, yes, maybe here. All right. Maybe I can start right here. Let me see. Give me a second. Yes, I can. That'll be fine. All right, this will be fine. Okay, I'll start there in a second. All right, who's the party people with me today? Sorry, I'm getting it together. All right, Anthony G. Clear my throat. Anthony G, what's happening? And I know this part of the night you got to have vision. Nephlin. And I know you got to have vision. Lion Revenge 82, shame ritual on Coach Prime, and had Omar Stoudafiere's son yell at him. Yeah. That was the disrespect. You know, if you watch my video, that was and what I said on Facebook. It was definitely his son talked back to him. You know, he talked back to him. He definitely, you know, gave him some disrespect back to him, which we hadn't been seeing before. But frustration will make you do that. Yes, it was a shaming ritual. Again, you know, the most points that they had ever given up and lost. This isn't really where I wanted to start, but I'm going to start here. And I'm going to show you what the biggest fix of was all night. All right, and it's not, you know, in this play, he gets a touchdown, but that's not the point of this. The point of this is the line right here. And a couple things. It's like, why didn't you rush 3, and then you could have dropped these 2 dudes in coverage? Rush 3, drop these 2 dudes in coverage. And not on this particular play, but you could have taken this out, and then you could have rolled the coverage to this receiver right here. You could roll the coverage to him. Let me get this out of there. There we go. You can roll the coverage to him and play in zone. They're not really playing zone here. And this is not zero coverage, but I mean, they're matched up. It's matched up. Okay? Down here, you want to drop more people. But all night, drop more people. Like, they didn't change this defense all night. They didn't change this look all night. Sometimes they drop him off sometime, but it was most of the time four people rushing all night. Now make sense of that. When you're getting beat by one person, when you could just double him, drop him out of coverage, shift him, put a DB in here, double this dude. I mean, you didn't get that. You didn't get that. You got this same thing, and every now and then, they was running, you just stunts and shit, but stunts wasn't effective. Why not rush 3 and drop 8? That was my main complaint. Why not double team him? Why not double team him? Why not take away this middle? Play zone. Play 8-man coverage, play zone. I mean, this is the biggest thing that didn't make sense to me. Why didn't you just rush 3, drop them? They ain't running. This is everybody out there obviously not trying to run. So why so much pressure up here? But the whole night, they should have rushed 3, dropped 8 to fight the pass. And definitely rolled coverage to him so he's double teamed. They didn't do that all night. And that was my biggest gripe. And my next biggest gripe is, let's see here. Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's hear it out the horse's mouth. Okay, let's hear it out the horse's mouth. Okay, now remember last game when he sat down, he asked for the stats. And this time they had the stats as soon as he sat down. You notice they had the stats. Oh, let me turn him up.
Hats off to our opposition today.
My turn
Came back and played a heck of a game in the second quarter. They went on to get the victory. I'm truly upset. I'm truly disturbed. I'm going to try my best to stay composed and do the best of my ability.
I listened to this earlier. Am I off over
press
here?
conference because you deserve my best, and I'm going to try my best.
Let's see if I can hear his son. Why am I off?
Started off the game.
I don't know.
Wonderfully. Finally put it together in the first half like I desired, like we desired, like our players desired, and the fans.
See if the other thing is like that. Yeah, why is this off? Nothing over here is off. I listened to this earlier.
How's everyone doing?
Huh. Yeah, I'm not getting nothing out of there.
Hats off to our
It's very odd.
Came
That I'm
back
not getting
played
nothing.
Heck of a game in the second quarter. They went on to get the victory. I'm truly upset.
but I
I'm
can't.
truly disturbed. I'm going to try my best
I can
to
get
stay
something.
composed
Let's see.
and do the best of my ability. Press conference, so you deserve my best, and I'm going to try my best to give it to you.
What?
Started off the game.
What did I just get?
Wonderfully.
What was that?
Finally put it together in the first half like I desired.
We
Desired,
here we
our
go.
players desired, and the fans. A wonderful first half. 29-0, I believe the score was there. Am I correct? And you surrender, I believe, 3 touchdowns unanswered, close to it, which I can't fathom. Right now, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. And then the thing just kept going left. At halftime, I talked to Hats off to our opposition today.
You know, the old cliche.
Came back and played a heck of a game in the second quarter. They went on to get the victory. I'm truly upset. I'm truly disturbed.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything.
And do the best of my ability to handle this press conference because you deserve
Just playing music.
my best, and I'm going to try my best to give it to you.
Why'd that quit playing? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that quit playing. Oh, let's see.
Look at this.
Okay, that's playing.
What this DB does down below, and to set this open.
Okay, that's playing. I don't know. And he's playing. I don't know why that part's not playing. Let's see if I can find the other part.
The people gonna hate you and love you, so you gotta understand that you.
Yeah, I'm not.
You can't.
I'm not getting no volume out of this. I don't know why.
Be happy when everything's good and sad when everything's bad. You gotta be the same person
Yes.
regardless. So that's That's
Not
basically
getting
where I
any
just
value
staying
out
high
of that
in
at all.
life, is just level
Can hear the
headed.
commercials.
Let the whole game staying the same way, not
Seems
getting too
to
up, not
be.
getting too down.
Yeah, I'm muted for
Because
some reason.
as you've seen, things could go left quick, and today's a moment to show that live in person.
Secondary, what are some things that you and the coaching staff are going to look at
never
throughout
really
the
been
bye
a
week?
part of
Well,
a game. He can remember that,
okay.
29.
So,
that happened on
all right, well, let's go back.
How do you move on from a game like this?
I mean, we got to accept this one first, and it's just a different level of.
I heard the question.
I would say focus.
What happened?
Different level of
I heard it.
attitude, different level of just.
How did it? I heard it.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember
Hey,
because
Coach,
I
Brian Howell
was
from
just
the
so locked in.
camera.
Just
Obviously, that
different.
second half, it was the connection from quarterback to
Manfred.
13 was killing you guys, and Travis was on him quite a bit. What were you seeing in that matchup between Travis and?
Well, we didn't play well, not just Travis. I think it all started when we gave up on the 97-yard touchdown, which was flat out ridiculous. That's when it all started. That's when all the foolishness, all the complacency, all the mess started. I mean, we finally put in the world we give up. Jesus. Our secondary did not play the best game, especially at the cornerback position.
Coach Matt Smith, 104 through the fan.
Yes,
It seemed
sir.
like in the second half, maybe just some communication issues there with the coaching staff. Did
You know, a lot of people think that in order to conceal
substitution errors, it felt like?
Substitution on defense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There's so many different packages that you run and so many different personnel, but you got to understand we're basing our change of personnel on what they're changing. So that kind of happens when they having different personnel groups and the referee is holding the game up, so we get a chance to substitute as well. What was happening is
No, so okay, just to break that down, it was a lack of discipline. Hunter got an unnecessary penalty. It was a complete lack of discipline all night. All night, a complete lack of discipline, especially in the second half. I'm sorry, I quit introducing people. I'm sorry. PJ Allen, what's happening? And I know you always control your.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What? Got to have vision.
I'm on cloud nine myself, okay? CWE, what's happening?
Got to have vision.
You say you wore a dress? I have never seen that. You say you wore a dress and a wig. Wow, I have not seen that. That is something I've never seen. No. Pale Horse Rider, what's happening? I know you got to have.
Got to have vision.
I ended up passing out. Couldn't believe they ended up losing. Anasadio went off on Friday 13th. He had 294 receiving yards on 13 catches. Yes, he did. Today I went 5-0 after watching the clips and seeing black and gold everywhere. I was watching Iowa, Wisconsin. Notice the Iowa logo looks a lot like the Eye of Horus. That is a good point. I took Missouri, Jazz, Penguins, and Bruins, and you hit. All right. Bishop Mac Bone. And I know you are always one who can and does control your.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What? Got to have vision.
So, and like this video, that I made. I mean, you can see the obvious mistakes on purpose. I mean, this is just obvious. The mistakes that you see on purpose. Let's see. Am I talking on this one?
Number 3 opens his play up. Look at this.
And you see where he is? You see where he is? Right there. You see? And look how slow everybody reacts to him. Look how slow everybody's reacting to him. And this is nothing but a slant.
Where's he at?
Okay. Look at the angle he takes. He doesn't take the direct closest angle. Watch how he doesn't take the closest, easiest angle to him. Watch this.
Look at this.
You see, did you see where he even slowed down? Let's start with that again. He kind of took a back step to kind of slow down. Watch.
Where's he at?
Okay, watch 26. Instead of pursuing, watch him take that gallop step where he doesn't. See, right here, he should be coming in and tackling, but look what he does. He just, you see, and look at the separation. Like he didn't pursue him. Look at that. Poor angle to miss him on purpose. Poor angle. You never dive knowing you're the last one. You let him run to you. You never dive when you know you're the last one. You let him run to you. And yet he dives.
Yeah. Look at this guy.
Why are you diving? Why are you diving? No reason to dive.
Took a poor angle. And then did you catch that?
See, didn't run full. This is one thing we see year after year. Like I was saying, this guy up here, they take a shorter, they slow down just enough.
Poor angle.
They slow down just enough where he can get out.
And then did you catch that? Where he slowed down.
Yeah.
He slows down so he won't catch him on purpose.
So this is, just one of the examples of what we saw. But if we go back,
all right, you know how I talk about.
Let's see. Okay, right here. And again, it goes back to right here. You never change this look all night. They stayed in this all night. This is the defense they ran all night. Kind of matchup man most of the time. And like even the announcer said, every time he would see this high safety, they were reading off of him. If he was here, they was running a slant. This is what, the announcer Reddick said. If he saw him here, it was an automatic slant. And this guy almost kind of does a pick. He does like a little interference. But I mean, if this guy is here, they were automatically running him in a slant. No double teams. He's not further up trying to jam. I mean, nothing. He lets him get off the line. Like, he never tried to, like all the other times when he ran the slant, he never took this inside position to make him go outside. He just kept giving him this free release. And this is called a free release. This is a free release. Watch. See, he didn't really jam him. Look, he's free already. Look at that. Guy falls down on purpose. Look at him. I mean, that opens the whole play up. And so this set the scene up for the second half. So, and on offense, they really didn't. It's like they took away plays in the second half, especially those first few drives. It was like they took plays away. And that's what I didn't understand. So, let's see. Is this playing?
Teams out.
Okay, let's see if it'll play for me.
I'm gonna try my best to stay composed. And then the thing just kept going.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it for some
left.
reason.
I mean, at halftime, I talked to him about, the old cliche.
But Shakar,
it's not true. It's not 0-0.
Said that he threw.
But I felt complacency going into.
He said he threw the interception on purpose.
We stalled offensively. We gave up some.
Says I threw it away on purpose. Let me see if I can catch that.
How I felt going in at halftime. We come back out, and here comes
you gotta get in when
here
you know
comes
you're
that
playing
team
four quarters.
I can't stand that you
really,
can't stand that you can't understand.
Saying just
how
focus
in the
and stand in
world
that mode
that
and really
happens.
Damn, I'm
to
hearing
us.
it. And fucking
But
going
it
away.
did, and didn't turn it back on.
No.
Approaches and offense
Oh, well.
late into the second half,
In the
because it
fourth
worked
quarter,
so well in the
we were
first
able
half.
to go
It was,
down
let's
and
just
get
keep
a
doing
score,
it.
and we go down
It goes away.
Well, I'm not sure. I
tied
just
up and we
executed
got
the plays I
overtime,
was
and you don't
called.
want to go to overtime.
I didn't really look at it
have
in
nothing to
the
lose.
big grand
Nothing to
scheme
lose.
of
I was
things.
surprised that they kicked the field goal the first time. I thought they was just going to go for two and try their best to get over
Take
with.
me
But
through
they
the
were
last
resilient.
play in overtime,
Big
the
win by
interception,
them.
what you
Horrible
saw
loss
as
by
well
us.
as you were kind of escaping,
All right.
trying to make a
No,
play.
no.
It was just a dumb play. I just threw it
I
up.
can play other shit.
Simple.
Where's he at? Look at this guy.
This works. So
It was good. He
yeah,
explosive
they're
player.
fucking
It's
with it.
good to
Okay,
have him
that's
back
all right.
out there.
But the
gotta work
son
this
agrees that he threw the ball up for grabs.
Worked through
He's
some
like, yeah, I
plays
threw it up
and
for
stuff with
grabs.
him to make sure he's old. always in the right spot, but when the ball gets in his hand, he's explosive.
So yeah, it was a shaming ritual. But you know what? Let me do a quick search. Let's see this quick search. Stanford. All right, let's see if I can get anything from this. Let's see. Okay, this is last month. Now, I want to see how last night's game. I was trying to see the TV ratings for last night's game. Let's see. No, that ain't it. I can't see it, but I kind of caught somewhere that the ratings went off the roof last night. So, so we can't be surprised. So the ending, regardless, Colorado won or lost. Colorado still had 56,000, so they sold out. The ratings, I caught something, so. Yeah, not the odds. Okay, maybe this just give it to me. Trying to see the TV ratings. It's not giving me any numbers. I don't know. I can't find it. Yeah. So, look it up at Google. Deion wore a dress and a wig years ago. Okay, I'll look that up. The fuck going on on all fours like a bitch. Okay, wow, I didn't see that one. Oregon game, missed kick. Yeah, they missed the kick. I saw that. Okay, I will. Jamal Williams, what's happening?
Got to have vision.
Showed up no emotion on the sideline the whole game. The camera stayed on him. They sure did. And I thought that was good acting. I definitely thought that was good acting on his part, because they tried to show in the first half where he kind of laughed a little bit, and then somebody tried to show him at the end of the game. But like, even when his son threw that interception, he didn't show any emotion, which I thought was very good acting. El Dragon, Amaroon Khan, what is happening? Thank you very much for coming. And I know you got
to have vision.
Yeah, Deion is a joke, exactly. But he didn't show any and like, I was trying to get it to play with this shit, like it'll play, and then it did something's cutting the feed. But what his son says is Deion says that his son shouldn't have threw the ball up for grabs. It was third down. There was no reason to throw it up for grabs unless it was scripted to throw the interception. Because in his head, he had to know, I got one more chance, and if nothing else, we can kick a field goal. But see, he throws the ball away, so there's no chance. But again, it was third down. So you could have easily just threw the ball away. And my thing is, the ratings is still, that game was late. And I bet the ratings was still across the country. I bet the ratings was still great. Because everybody I was talking to, and I was getting a bunch of calls like, you seeing this bullshit? It's like, yeah, 46 points in the half. You never change the defense. You never change the defense. You never double team the dude. They never sent two dudes out. And then the announcer has to say, well, every time that guy's up high, they're gonna go to a slant. It's one of the easiest moves to defend. They were scared of Stanford scoring a TD. I'm still, you give them different looks. They didn't give them a different look. That's my whole thing. You give them different looks. Like prime example, when Colorado came back in the third quarter, they went back to when they lost their first game. They started running them kind of plays. Because I looked at this first couple series and just the different plays called. This is how they fix it too. Is when they score, they get your weakness. But if you don't want to score and you try not to score, you go to their strength. So they ran a defense that went to the strength of their offense. Safety high, we gonna run a quick post, slant. And we're gonna run plays that makes their defense more effective. Not run plays to start the half that we've been kicking their ass on. We gonna run plays that they can stop. And the first 3 times? And then the one where he didn't punt. What was he on? His own 35, own 45, and he doesn't punt? Gives them another short field and they score? That one was really the ridiculous one. When he didn't punt, I think he was on his own 35 and gave him the ball right, or own 45. I think he was on the own 40 or 38, somewhere in there. Didn't punt. That was a major mistake. That was a major mistake. Yeah, I think I can stand this for a little while. My back doesn't feel as bad as it was feeling. So that was definitely a major mistake. You guys see Notre Dame won? Notre Dame won tonight. Let's see. I want to go to... And that was a pretty good game with Notre Dame tonight. They ran the hell out the ball. Let's see, is this... Yeah, this is just some petty shit. Yeah, I thought it was some real debauchery, but this ain't real debauchery. No, not here. I wonder I should just get into what I had together tonight. I wonder if... I'm going to hold that and just kind of go off the cuff for a little while. Caleb got shamed. Yeah, he got shamed. I agree. He definitely got shamed too. They showing Archie Griffin, and nobody wanting to break Archie Griffin's record of only one winning it twice. Because even Roger Staubach didn't win it twice. He won it as a sophomore and didn't win it as a junior or a senior. Same way with what was his name? Herschel Walker. Same way with Herschel Walker. He won it as I think he was a sophomore when he first won it and didn't win it again. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to go with right here. Yeah. This is the debauchery I've been wanting to show. This is a couple days old, so I want to get into this. So yeah, this is a couple days old, and I've been sitting on this one. So this is some of the debauchery that's been going on here in Minnesota, and I'll skip some of this stuff, but this is going to give us the main story. You my little boo thing. You my little boo thing. You my little boo thing. All right, here's the debauchery that was going on here, and this a couple days ago.
Man accused of shooting 5 task force members early this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Late this afternoon, fortunately, we learned all 5 of those officers are expected to recover.
This has been a difficult day for us in Benton County. We are grateful that the incident did not result in loss of life or further injury.
The Benton County Sheriff says each of the officers were working undercover with the Sherburne County Drug Task Force. They were executing a search warrant when a suspect opened fire this morning. This all happened in a home in Glen Dorado Township near Princeton, which is just north of the Twin Cities. Our John Lordson is live in nearby Foley with more after talking to sheriffs and neighbors. What a scary thing, John.
Yeah, it really is, Frank. And investigators say the suspect is 64-year-old Carl Thomas Holmberg. He is known to law enforcement. They say he has a criminal history. He was taken to North Memorial Medical Center in Robbinsdale, but his condition is not known right now. There was a woman also in the residence at the time gunfire was exchanged, but she was not hurt. Now, neighbors we talked with say they are in shock that this hit so close to home.
There was an alert saying that there was a shooting in the area, and I looked it up, and it's right across the street pretty much.
Kelly Moose lives near 190th Avenue and Glendorado Road, not far from where 5 law enforcement officers and a suspect were injured after exchanging gunfire.
It's kind of scary. My kids were getting on the bus at the time.
The victims were 3 Sherburne County deputies, along with a police officer from Princeton and another officer from Elk River. Aerial pictures show law enforcement negotiating with the man in front of the home before he's apparently hit with a non-lethal round and taken into custody.
That's hard. That's really hard to hear.
And taken into custody.
That was kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Let's see if we can see that shit again.
River. Aerial pictures show law enforcement
Okay, fuck y'all. He got his pimp robe on and shit. He's pimping.
negotiating with the man in front of the home.
He's
before
pimping. What?
Apparently hit with a non-lethal round.
They fucked him up. Oh, look at that. They throw some magic powder on his ass. Look like that's going to let the Fido get him, but look at the powder on him. All right. And let's skip. Then they tell about the weirdo. Now, this is, again, this is a couple days old, but then they tell about the weirdo. Now, here's the latest about him. It's up here, I think. Yeah, here's the latest about him. Here we go.
I got an email from this company called Unison, and
you did. Like, what did you do with the email, baby? What did you do with it? All right, let's hear about the guy. They're gonna tell you everything you want to know about him. Oh, sorry, Amanda.
No. Authorities say that they took down 64-year-old Carl Holmberg near Princeton yesterday after he shot 5 undercover officers. Thankfully, they all survived. WCCO's Jason Rantala explains why the suspect says he opened fire.
Carl Holmberg told the judge today that the men who knocked down his door did not present ID, so he had no way of knowing they were police officers.
But investigators say in body cam footage, you can hear them loudly announcing police search warrant multiple times. Those charges also say within seconds, gunshots are heard. Those gunshots hit 5 officers and led to this tense hours-long standoff and this dramatic takedown. Holmberg's wife was also
They put the dog on his ass,
told
too.
her it was his day to die, according to charges. And officers say they found an arsenal inside their bedroom, including a military-style rifle. 2 of the 5 officers are still hospitalized here at North Memorial. 1 took a bullet to the chest.
Holmberg remains...
Just to give you a little highlight, this is the hospital where they take most darkies. I'm surprised they took them there, but then again, they probably had to helicopter them if they took them here. If it's that far north and they brought them back. But this is the hospital that's the nearest. Well, I guess downtown is too, but this is technically on the north side in the hood. This hospital is the hood hospital.
Memorial. 1 took a bullet to the chest.
Holmberg remains locked up here in Benton County on $6 million bail, $3 million conditional bail. In Benton County, Jason Rand.
Other words, the motherfucker ain't going anywhere soon. Oh, he's not going anywhere soon. Wow. Hey, Nicole B., thank you for joining. And let's see for... No, the other way. And the new one for all the women is I made this for Carrie, but this is all the women.
Your shit! Get your hands off of me, shit!
Yeah, get your hand off her. Oh man, I think we need another break. Where'd it go? Oh,
tell him I'm next. Tell him you find a little something.
Oh,
tell him I'm next. Tell him you.
Oh,
tell him
I'm next, baby. Let's see. Jamal Williams, he brings in too much money. Absolutely. Jamal, did I say what's happening to you? I'm sorry if I did.
have vision.
Yeah, definitely. Dion's bringing in a lot of money. Again, it was a prime time game. They're going to be in a bowl. They only got to win 2 more games to be in a bowl. I'm not. Yeah, it was a humiliation. They're going to win 2 more games and let them in a bowl. But the ratings still, I bet, was pretty good. Even though I don't know the ratings, I bet the ratings were still pretty good. So, yeah. So let's start looking this up. Here we go. There we go. I can get this book still. Right the fuck on. Right the fuck on. Okay. I can still get this book. Let's see. Oh. Okay. I want to start with the picture. And you guys been kind of stingy with the picture. I noticed. Yeah, they've been real stingy with this picture. They're showing every other picture but what. This is what I'm looking for, right? Okay, you're going to make it this small. Will that be any bigger? Why all the tiny pictures? What is it with all the tiny pictures? I need it bigger. Nope, I need it here. Why are the pictures so tiny? This sucks. Oh. No, that's bogus. Come on, that's bogus. I don't know what this is. That's bogus. Okay. I wonder, let's see. How do I want to do this? I think I can go back. Because if I got to show my picture of it. Okay. This is kind of, let's see. Will they give me more? All right. Yeah, they're not giving me really more. Well, let's see. Okay, I can use this. All right, I can use that. All right, that's a start. But what I need to use, let's see if they'll give me. Nope. Let's see something here. Let's see something here, guys. Let's see. Might be something else I can bring up. Where is it? Here we go. It keeps giving me the same bullshit. Okay, let's see if I can get this. Yeah, it won't give me the article either. Let's see. Okay. All right, this is good enough. All right. And this is all right. Okay. Yeah, this I can deal with this. All right. Yes. Okay. So I want to play this. All right. Let me play this. And it's not gonna take me too long to go through this. All right. Yeah. Okay. And I'll play this first. Okay. I'm gonna play this first. I'm gonna play this first, and then let's just bring up something. For those of you that didn't get a chance to see this, I'm gonna let you see it now. Okay. Here we go.
Here says thousands of African Americans were victims of lynchings and racial violence in the United States between 1877 and 1950, including error was a form of racial terrorism intended to intimidate black people and enforce racial hierarchy and segregation. After the Civil War, violent resistance to equal rights for formerly enslaved people led to violent abuse of decades of political and social and economical exploration. Racial terror lynching became the most public and notorious form of terror and subordination. White mobs were usually permitted to engage in racial terror, brutal violence with impunity. Many black people were pulled out of jails or given over to the mobs by law enforcement officials who were legally required to protect them. Terror lynchings often included burning, mutilation, sometimes in front of crowds numbered in the thousands. Those lawless acts of violence targeted African Americans accused of misconduct or crimes, all whom were killed without trial, many under false accusations. The name of many lynching victims were not recorded or remain unknown, but over 4,400 racial terror lynchings have been documented across the country, memorializing these victims, racial injustice, and advancing the struggle for equity and elimination of. Okay, and we're trying.
All right, so what I did figure out is, all right, I'll get it, guys. Okay. All right, right here. All right, right here. Okay. Right here. Let's see, was it this one? No, where'd that go? Here? Or is it here? Okay. That's right there. You see this building back here? This pole is missing. My girl had said this pole was here, but do you see this building back here? Do you see the building back here? All right. That is right here. This is where the murder took place. This is where the lynching took place. On this building right here is what you're seeing. You see? The lights from you can see the lights in right here. You can see this light right here in the picture of the lynching. The pole was basically right here, and the pole's been removed. I might be able to find a picture of the pole. I was looking through some stuff and see if I can find a picture. But this is where, you know, they were murdered right here. This is this spot right here. Now, these all three were hung up high here. They're all three hung up high. And then to take the picture, they had to lower it down. And what's interesting is, you know, they had to break open the prison. They actually used chisels to break open the prison. But that's where they all murdered them right here. And it was all over a European woman. A European woman was home late, got home late because she gave her boyfriend some. And her boyfriend had gave her VD too. And none of the people, you know, one of the guys didn't get killed, and they tested him. He didn't have VD. So it's like, how did he have sex with you? And you had VD. He would have got it. I've known about this story since at least 1970. I did not realize that it was in Minnesota. A lot of stories that you get about the lynching comes from the South, but the most famous pictures is actually from the North. Marion, Indiana is probably the second favorite one when it's showing the two younger guys. And so, I mean, this is brutality, you know, to step in something. And again, they moved the pole. if you see it's down, this area is if you say nothing's succeeded in this area, there's a porn shop right here. This is a porn shop, but it's pretty much, because of what was done, this area can't thrive. And as I said, that area is this area right here. And if you look in the picture, none of these guys were part of breaking the jail down or breaking into the jail. There's no blood on any of these people because they beat these people to death before they hung them. There's no blood on any of them. And this is just says kind of what that thing. Okay, so here we go. By the 1920s, Irene Tuscan and James Sullivan are among the townspeople who attended the circus. When it ended, the couple walked back to the tents for an unknown reason. It's still unclear what happened next. Sullivan later told his father that he and Tuscan were held up by 3 black circus workers at gunpoint and that Tuscan was raped, and Sullivan's father immediately contacted Tuscan's father to report the incident. The next day, Tuscan's father contacted the police, who immediately rounded up 100 African Americans who had been hired to work for the circus and lined them up for Tuscan and Sullivan to identify their attackers. The pair identified at least 6 men who were arrested and taken to the jail. Meanwhile, Sullivan was taken by her father to the local doctor who examined her and found no evidence of any physical assault or rape. The news alleged transpired through the city, and soon an angry mob of 5,000 people headed towards the jail demanding justice. The constable orders officers not to use force against the mob. They were fighting them, though, allowing them to enter the jail. They used makeshift tools to break into the cells, but only able to get 3 cells open. The ones occupied by Clayton, McGuile, and Jackson. The trio pleaded for their lives when the mock trial was headed by the court. They were all found guilty and were beaten and dragged to the street in the town square and hanged. Took a picture of this. Local photographer, they made postcards out of this. And again, if you look at the people in the picture, there doesn't look at any that there's blood on any one of them. And some local residents, the remaining, let's go. They used makeshift tools. They were all found guilty. The picture became a postcard. The remaining 13 suspects were moved under heavy guard to the stronger St. Louis County Jail. Some local residents were extremely upset with the spread of the lynching. They went to Duluth, although investigators were unable to identify the lead investigator in the lynching. 37 people were indicted, 12 for first-degree murder and 25 for rioting. 3 white men were convicted and imprisoned for 1 year. Lewis for rioting and another one for rioting and for rioting. Despite the lack of evidence, 7 black men were indicted for the crime of rape and served up to 4 years each. No one ever convicted of the lynching of the murders. And 91, there are marked graves were marked, headstones, and so this is where I went today when we went to the and I want to see if I can find the pole. Okay, and here's a picture of a frenzy, the storming of the jail. This is them tearing the jail. They didn't tear the jail quite down, but they did bust the walls open and was able to get them 3. It's being carried out simultaneously. So both sides of the building, they were trying to break into the jail on both sides of the building. It looked lynching. I don't know if we can find the... Yeah, I want to find that pole because I did find it earlier. I just have to find the site that had it. Let's see if it's here. They show the pole. That's what I wanted to see, the pole that, because I found it earlier on my phone. Nope. This is just space. I wanted to find the pole. And I found it earlier. Maybe. No, they're not going to say much in Wikipedia. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the pole. I think I'll get the pole in this one. I think. No, no pole in this one either. No pole in this one either. Thought this one had the pole. I guess not. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't give me anything. Didn't give me anything, guys. I saw the poles in a site earlier. Let's see. Yeah, they're not giving me. Yeah, I want this pole. I saw the pole. I was looking at the site and I saw the pole by itself. And it's hard. They've cropped this picture. This picture was quite, you could see almost all these people. They've cropped this picture. I mean, they're trying to really get rid of history in a lot of ways by, again, cropping this picture, not giving you, the full, and the wretchedness with the murder. Let's see. That's the same thing, yeah. I don't know. I was getting a lot more. Let's see. It's here. It's getting a lot more hits. Kind of. Let's see. Not really. Doesn't look like they're going to give it to me. Okay. Again, what they tell you is the men were never, never was proven that they raped a lady, and still, these guys went to prison for 4 years. It's never proven that they were even with her. Okay. Yeah, can't find what I was looking for at first. Let's see. Let's start all over again. Let's see, y'all. It's giving me the same images. Here we go. Oh, here goes the newspapers of the day. Duluth mob hangs Negroes. 3 dragged from jail and hanged at street corners. I mean, do you see how crazy this shit is? Hanged and dragged in street corners. No. Hanged and dragged in street corners. No. That's 100 Years of Lynching. Yeah, it's a book about postcards, I remember. Photos, U.S. lynching, photos of lynching. Damn. Wow. They fucked him up. I'll say that. They messed him up. I'm sorry, y'all. I found that stuff earlier. I can't find the pictures of it now. But they were there. And I want to show this monument. It is, I'll show it on mine too, but this monument is deep. It's really deep. Let me see. Let me play my stuff and I'll show you. I took some pictures of them. And the energy was really good. I'll say that. The energy around the statues was really good. Sometimes you're around memorials and stuff and, the energy is kind of stale. The energy was positive. It wasn't like a lock. I didn't think the energy where the people were locked into the energy, it didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like that at all.
We found the right model. Now what would make...
The energy felt like they were free and it gave them their power back. It actually felt like it gave them their power back. And again, this is a close-up of that corner. This is a close-up of the corner. Back it up just a little bit. But yeah, right here is where they were murdered, 5,000 people helped murder 3 men, and they hung them up right in this area. And that picture was taken right in this area. You can see this light, this window right there. You can see in the background, that window right there. And so the energy, the energy here was really good. Now, what they tried to do is they tried to build. See, they think they're slick when they do things like this. Like I got to reading these, and all these is pretty much saying they're types of binds to forgive Europeans. Like if you really break this down, it comes down to please forgive Europeans for being so barbaric. That's kind of what it's saying. So these are kind of locks, but this is well done. Like they really took their likenesses, and I didn't feel like they were locked here. But like all these, holding on to anger is like a grasping, a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one getting burned. I mean, it's just, they're locks. They're all type of locks to say forgive them. I mean, it's really like forgive us. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. I mean, this is excuses. These are all excuses. If you as parents cut corners, your children will too. If you lie, they will too. And if parents snicker at racial and gender jokes, see, look at this. Racial and gender got in here. You see that? This has nothing to do with, gender. It has nothing to do with gender, but do you see how they try to put this in it? How they try to add this? If parents snicker at racial and gender, why is this on here permanently? You see how they try to do this bullshit? And it's all forgiving them. That's what they're asking for. They want to be in, what is this? Forgiveness is giving up all hope of having a better past. I mean, all these locks in here. There may be times when we are powerless to prevent injustice, but there must never be a time when we fail to protest. Hatred can never answer hatred. All violence is injustice. These are just locks of wanting you to forgive them. That's what these are. These are all forgiveness, reflective, effective punishments, the belief that dies hard. Chiefly, I think, because it is so satisfying to our sadistic pulses. It's forgive us. Forgive us. We gotta put locks around this so you can forgive us. And this whole thing only cost three grand, I think, is what it says here. $3,000 to build it. This is very well done. Let's see if I give you a better picture. Yeah, this is well done. I mean, they don't look alike. They look completely different. So they are going off real life figures. And it's almost, I don't know. It's almost like I don't know. This is so well done. So well done that these innocent men had to be tortured here. They came here, under the guise of just working. And, they were tortured. They were tortured and murdered, and they did nothing to deserve to be tortured and murdered. And it goes to the fact is, like, why would Scandinavian people, why would Scandinavian people hate so much? In some instances, the people that was up there that was the murderers, these people ain't even, they hadn't even been there that long. They hadn't even been in America that long to be so hatred. To have so much hatred. They hadn't even been in America long to hate. And again, it appears like nothing happened to the young lady. If you read the book pretty much says they was out late and it looked like they had sex and they got caught kind of having sex. So they made up a story of why they was late. And it's always the same thing. Oh, yeah. But I thought this was well done. Hey, Royal Blue, thank you for joining me. Oh.
Got to have vision.
Vanetta Hamblin, thank you for joining me.
Shit. Get your hands off of me, shit!
Young Judah made good money. Thank you for joining. Oops. And I know you got to have.
Got to have vision.
No, you know what? Let's see. Let me read this. Made good money off Stanford. Vegas had boasted Colorado to get over 5 wins on the sports bet during week 2. I've been fading that since bet. Okay. What year was the last one? Let me ask her because she was telling me about it. It was one. Let me call her. What is this? Let me call her and ask her because she told me earlier it was later than that. It was later than that. Now the last Mississippi where they the lady ended up getting owning the name, the clan. That was in 81 in Mississippi. But here, let me call her. Put her here. Because she was telling me it was more recent than that. The dude got she sleep.
Hello?
Hey, what was the year of that lynching? You said the last year of that lynching. You said the one where they killed him and hung him in front of his house here in Minnesota.
Oh, in Kasota. I don't know when that happened. You have to look it up. It's a Kasota, Kasota, Minnesota.
Oh, Kasota. What was it called?
With a K, Kasota.
Then maybe that's what she's talking about here in 1961. Maybe that's what she's talking about. Maybe. Okay. All right. Thank you. So K-Soda in 1961. Yeah, that must have been. That photo came from Minnesota. Yeah. So this is a nice memorial. It's a rundown area. They tore the pole down that the men were hung from, which that's removing history. But this is well done. And it was like I was vibing so high here. And then the water is there as a protector. So it's, a lot of water there. So they're not really locked here. Their souls are free. And even though, the days in here, they just knew terror. Their short time in this area, all they knew was terror. And inhumanism. And that's the saddest thing. It was inhumanism that was always shown in humanism. I mean, this is very detailed. I just, of all the Monument to Brothers, this was pretty good. This was really pretty good. And again, this is their apology. This is their apology of this stain. But this is really good. And it just says, locked up a number of men who worked traveling with timbers and rails as battering rams. The mob broke down the doors of the jail and staged a trial. They convicted the 3 gentlemen who had held as witness. They had been held as witnesses, so they didn't even have nothing to originally do with it. The young man the crowd dragged the young men about a block, beat them viciously as you may imagine, and hang them from a light pole that stood diagonally across the street from where you are now. Some brave people spoke up in protest, but only a few against the thousands. So, and I had went here 10 years ago and we couldn't find it. But it's let's see. Do I go back to the angle? No. Oh, yeah, and this is, yeah. I mean, this is really well done. Really, really well done. This is a great tribute to people that were murdered and didn't do anything. And again, to back up, they were technically murdered right here. Right here. This is where they were technically murdered, right here. And I came across a picture that had this. Let me see. My next story, I do have another story. My next story is they talked about, let's see. Okay. Today they talked about it, and I have to find out where they talked about it, because they did talk about it tonight, but I didn't see it. But if I can find where they talked about it, it'd be a lot easier, because I don't have to look up. It wasn't them. Wasn't them. Okay. Wasn't them. I don't think it was them either. Let's see. No, wasn't them either. Is it Carrie Levin? Yeah, I think it's Carrie Levin. Let's try them. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, right here. Okay. All right. This is a story I've talked about before, but I'll tell you my spin on this story. All right. Let me get this right to make sure what I've got is right. Yeah, okay. If you remember, let's see. Oh, they're not gonna show. That's just the mama. Okay, let's see. Is that just the mama? Must be two stories. Okay, here's the first story. Okay, this is what I was looking for. All right. This is what I'm looking for right here. Yeah. So the name of the story is Patty Weatherland discusses son's kidnapping advocacy for children in a new book. Okay. And if you don't remember who I'm talking about, I'll show you, because they show here. They show. Okay. Again, this was this little boy was taken in this rural area during the daytime. I guess the story is the one that they thought took him was actually the one who did take him, and I guess they end up eventually arrested the dude. But there's a couple other stories here. And this is the picture. He was taken at 10 or 11 off his bike. They saw him, gave a description of the van. But I'll tell you my spin on this Jake Weatherling story. First of all, I want to say, well, I don't think I forget the other point. But when I had when I owned a security company, one of my contracts was with the welfare department. Welfare had to give, the state had to give so many minority contracts out. So I was able to get one of those. And I was literally, and it's not this picture. There's another picture of him where he's a little older. Right here. Yeah, this is the picture. All right, this is the picture you guys would have known. Is this picture right here. This is the picture they use the most, okay? So I'm sitting at a table. This picture is behind me in black and white. And a lady stops me and says, I know where that child is. I'm like, what do you mean you know where he is? She's like, I know where that child is. I'm like, you do? How do you know? She says, she told me the area. She said, this child is in Lakeview. She said, this child is in Lakeview. I've seen this child in Lakeview. I'm like, well, you should call in. Again, this is the picture she saw. She said she saw this child in Battle Creek, Michigan, right here. He's like 11, 12. She said she saw him in Battle Creek, Michigan, okay? So, I was like, call. You hear this, you call. One of my little nieces, my ex-wife's little cousins or something, I was talking about it, and I showed her the picture, and she was like, oh, yeah, he lives over here by us. Now, these people did not know each other. One of the little cousins says, yeah, he's going to school with us. He lives on the lake by us. She said that this person, now I'm telling you, I had two separate people tell me they saw this little boy in Battle Creek, Michigan. Two people. 2 people collaborated that this boy was in Michigan by the time they said he was missing. 2 people that didn't know each other. One person was an adult woman. The other one was a 10th or 11th grader. She said that at one point he was living by them, and she said going to school, and then she said one day they moved and they left. And he said he didn't go there long, but 2 people told me that they knew them. Okay, that's not the only point I have. All right. Now, I want to give this to Quantum of Science. Quantum of Science, you did say this. This chick was in politics. Why is it that, the missing children mamas end up, benefiting from it? Lynn Bias' mama get paid money to go around the country and talk about don't be like my son. We saw Trayvon Martin. We saw their parents doing concerts the same way as Lynn Bias' mama. This chick was in politics, and that's what Quantum of Science was saying. The missing children, the parents end up doing politics. And now she's got a book out of it. Like she disappeared. Really when she lost in politics, this chick disappeared. She disappeared. And it was, all of it is a scare tactic to make you, watch your children different, to scare you to, do you know how many, for years, like I tell the story where my little brother at 4 years old, I'd walk him to the playground, noon, I'd go get him. 8, 9 in the morning, I'd walk him to the playground. He wouldn't leave. And damn, if some weirdo is going to go in the playground with all these children, it's like, well, I need this one today. He ain't my child, but I'm going to just take him out the sand. I mean, it would be so many people to objecting for shit like that. But how is it, my point is how is it that these people become famous and they still trying to make money and make, living off this? Because I don't care what, you're writing a book about it. You're still trying to make money off your son's memory. So that was what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to show that, like, why, chick, do you need to make money still? I mean, this is so long ago. And, and let me tell you and this boy here is the one that helped capture the guy that took him after all the years. But I want to, look at the mom. Look at this. They wrote books. They're signing, contracts to make money. Her son. So the other lady, this was the other lady's son. The other lady's son is that, and I think that's him too. But let me show you that. Oh, let me say this is all I needed to see right here. Okay, I'm sorry. When I saw that, and this is the Mason handshake, this is just all about publicity. All about publicity. Why was, of all the people that had missing children, Clinton met with her. And we see the Mason handshake. You see? So, what was it about this missing child or was it about her? Why does it always come to, the parents get famous or the parents go into politics? So, Big Pontiac brother, you, Skyhand and I need to form the 3 initiatives soon through the power of the Black Jaguar. Sincerely a code. Yeah. Skyhand, you been talking to him? You know how to get in touch with Brother Skyhand? Okay. Well, get the equipment. And yeah, we can rock. You just get the equipment and we can rock. Yeah, for real. I mean, that, this is, and quantum science, hit it. It's like, these people still trying to make money off their, dead children. And that's just sick. That's just like really just beyond sick. So, what time is it? Because I know I'm about to go to bed in a minute. What time is it? Oh, okay. But like I've said, I've been gone all day. So the only game I really got to watch in full was Notre Dame. The game I went to, they was winning. It was 33-0. when we halftime. It was 33-0 at halftime, and then my daughter performed, and then we left right after my daughter performed, and we tried to go to eat on the near the water, but the place was talking about an hour. It's like, fuck, an hour. I asked us to be halfway home in an hour. So we ate a place, my nickname is Toby, so it was Toby's Bakery, but the glasses was $8, and I'm cheap, and I didn't spend no goddamn $8 and it spells differently than the way I spelled mine. My nickname was T-O-B-Y, and theirs was T-O-B-I-E, so it was Toby's Restaurant and Bakery, but it was kind of cool glasses, so really good food, but that's what we did. And so, the only game, I saw a little bit of the Iowa game, but basically the only game I saw is yeah, the only game I really saw was Notre Dame beat USC. So, and I'm gonna be in Notre Dame. Here we go. Let's see, raise money for, and now they're trying to get money for a Jacob Weatherly Resource Center. I mean, it never stops. oh, here's the dude that popped the 5 cops. They show him. And you notice they didn't kill him. They always say, when it comes to melanated people, you want to kill them, but when these Europeans pop your asses, you don't kill him. You shoot him with some blue powder. They want to talk shit about the shooter, so let's see what they say about the shooter.
Lou Goose breaks down the details and Holmberg's history. Lou?
Rita and Julie, according to the criminal complaint, when police got there, Holmberg told his wife it was his day to die.
Damn.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Police radio clips from Broadcastify capture the moment 5 officers with the Sherburne County Drug Task Force were shot after entering this home in Benton County to execute a search warrant.
They announced their arrival multiple.
Man, look at the junk around this house. Wow. Look at all this trash. It's like trash everywhere. Cars that don't run. Wow. Got a boat half covered up. Man, they ain't living poor.
Their arrival multiple times before entering.
Okay.
Holmberg say he watched the officers enter his home from surveillance video with multiple guns laid out on his bed before shooting blindly through a closed bedroom door. Holmberg's wife, Doreen, said Holmberg told her it was his day to die, and he asked her to join the fight. And when she refused, he called her a coward, according to the criminal complaint. Holmberg is charged with 6 counts of attempted.
All right, so that's the one that popped him. There's a picture of his crazy ass somewhere in here. There he is. Why do they always look like? Why is he taking selfies? This nigga took a selfie. Look at him here. This is straight up redneck, boy. This is straight up redneck. Redneck that popping at him. Look at this. They had to take an army because he popped at him. Why has he got his pants off? Has he got his pants off? I don't know. They took an army to get him because he popped a couple of them. They didn't kill him. You notice they didn't kill him. What they say, if it's been brother, they'd have killed him 3 times. So that's just the debauchery that was going on up here. Yeah, a homecoming prank takes a hateful turn because they what do they call it when they throw toilet paper? They TP'd the house and they wrote nigger all over the car and shit. You know how they do. Damn. So, but I mean, yeah. Despite like despite the showing of Deion and everybody, people still going to tune in. They're still going to have another primetime game. I mean, it was brilliant to put it on, late as they put it on. That was brilliant. Put it on late Friday night, no competition, late. And people are still going to support them there. They're going to do it because the game, regardless of how fixed we think it was entertaining. It was an entertaining game. So for the people that hate Deion, they was happy that he lost. The people that are for Deion, you see a lot of flaws in the coaching, but then again in the script too. As I pointed out, I mean, anybody could have stopped what they was doing. Other teams have stopped what they were doing. They were 1-4, so other teams have stopped what they were doing. But it was a shamey ritual. Watch them turn around and them score a bunch of points some game. Watch. Wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised if that happened. Oh man, we got to get up again early in the morning. Let's say Royal Bell. My picks for I did that already. Yeah, I can read it off again. Let me see. Here we go. This week. Right? Yeah, tomorrow I've got let me see. Dolphins, Seahawks, Browns. Taking the 5 with the Browns. I'm giving up 5. I'm giving up 5 with the Browns. I'm giving up 6 with the Eagles. I've got the Chiefs. I got the Ravens. Taking the 3 points with the Ravens. I got the Commanders. Vikings. I'm taking 2.5 for the Vikings. Jaguars, Texas. Rams, Lions. I think I got the Bills are giving up. They're taking 14. So that's who I got tomorrow. I said that already. I got that out the other night. A couple things. Like I was wanted to look at Rudolph Isley's death, and is that death for? I wonder, because they're from Cincinnati, so I wonder if his death is for the Bengals or is his death for? I know also their record label was from Teaneck, New Jersey. Who, that would be the Nets, maybe. So I'm kind of with Rudolph Isley's death. I'm not sure. There's another fact I want to give everybody. I just got done reading a book called Another Kind of Slavery, and so I heard. So one part of the 14th Amendment that's not true is that you can become a slave if you get arrested for a crime. Yes, at one point that was true, but what they created was called peonage or peon, debt slavery, and debt slavery is what you saw through Jim Crow. So technically and legally, slavery did not end until 1951 by act of Congress. And really, slavery, okay, so during Jim Crow, let me get this right. So kind of trying to put a lot of different things together. So slavery, so for when people, I heard a couple convicts, one ex-convict say he was in Texas. He said if you didn't pick cotton, they put you in this real high cage, but they still have to pay you something. Even if you get pennies on the dollar, you are no longer a slave since 1951. Not even in prison. The Congress came and said no type of slavery is allowed in America. So that's why they get, people in prison get pennies on the dollar because they still have to get paid. What's sad is if we don't get involved in World War II, prison slavery would have kept going. The only reason prison slavery was stopped in the South during World War II is because they wanted to draft people. So they went to all these places and said, you can't arrest them anymore. We want these people to come to the army. And that's really what stopped penal slavery. That's what stopped it. And again, they had to pass laws in 1951 to stop it. Now, I know Boulay W.D. Du Bois was caught up in Boulay, but one thing that he did do is good. See, when Teddy Roosevelt became president, the Fed started looking and seeing it was just slavery. It was just straight up selling people very cheaply because there was so many people, and they terrorized people in the South from the 1890s, about 50 years really, about 50 years after the Civil War ended. About 50 years, they was freely slaving, really trading for cheaper prices. People cost more during slavery. But anyway, W.D. Du Bois did a study because what Teddy Roosevelt made them do is he said, well, you can trade these prisoners, but you got to document it. And so they documented. W.D. Du Bois comes in, he copies all the documents and proves that slavery is still going on, sends this handwritten copy to D.C., and D.C., loses it. So W.D. Du Bois did do some good work. He just wasn't for the boule. Yeah. So, yeah. And that's really all I had tonight. This has been a fun day to travel, see some friends. But yeah, that's all I really had tonight. There will be more humiliation rituals for Deion, Colonel Sanders to experience in the future. Probably. But Deion has all of college football, people excited for all of college football. And they're going to put him in a bowl because he's money. I think, they're going to have more primetime games because of the attention. They're going to let him win 6. They're going to let him win 6 games so he gets in a bowl, because that's all you got to do is win 6 games to get in a bowl. That they're going to win 2 games. And, he's just another reminder that, how fixed the shit is. It's just another reminder of how fixed everything is. I wonder if she was asleep. I hope I didn't wake her up. She's in there asleep. She's going to be mad when you wake me up. Yeah, it's in there watching TV. But I have to get up early tomorrow again. We had to get up early fucking today. It's 2.5 hours down there, and we had to make it by noon, so shit. So, So, didn't make a lot of videos, today. Well, I guess I did make a few. So, I hope you like that kind of thing. I think I got everything out I wanted to get out. Yeah, I did. And you know what they say? All publicity is good publicity. So, I was looking for those pictures, though. Man, where's that picture at? I get the... Let's see. Is it in here? No, I don't think it was. Should be, though. Should be in here. Where I found that flagpole. Let's see. Let's see. People, timeline, oral histories. People. Oh, okay. They got some pictures of these motherfuckers. Okay. All these Europeans that, after the fact. After the brothers got killed. This doesn't show me location. It says, what is Duluth famous for? A gateway to the Great Lakes, the aerial lift bridge, outdoor adventure, the North Shore. What is the history of the Jews in Duluth? The first Jewish residents arrived in Duluth in 1869 from Milwaukee and Chicago to open a store. Jewish couple from Detroit soon followed. Business thrived after the Iron Range opened for mining. Their success attracted more people. Were indigenous people in for approximately 14,000 years, native people lived on the land we call Duluth. Yeah, not that long. The tribes are called Ashabon, Cree, Cheyenne, Dakota, have inhabited the area way up north. So, yeah. They came over with Genghis Khan, came over, most of them. Yeah, it's not giving me the pictures. Images, here we go. See if the poll, if they gave me a picture of the poll. No. I saw it earlier, but it does not appear like there's a picture of that poll. I saw it earlier, though. But none of these pictures seem to have it. Pictures of lynching sell for 50 cents each. Wow. Yeah, nowhere do I see, that picture of that poll. I saw it earlier somewhere. Oh, well. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I found it. I found it. This is the pole they were hung from. And that was not there. They removed this pole, the hanging pole. They removed it. I don't know why it wouldn't come up there. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Good. Good, I found it. So this poll was a postcard. Postcard from a lynching. Yeah. It says where hanging took place. That's what the postcard says, where hanging took place. They hung him on this pole, and this pole was gone. They've removed, that's removing history. That's removing history by removing this pole because they're ashamed of it. Well, they shouldn't be so murderous. So yeah, Bishop Magbone, get the equipment, get the cameras, get the mics. Make sure your other friend has it, and yeah, we can get together. He let me know. Well, I'm not quite at 2 hours. I think I got everything in. I wanted to get in about the football and about the lynching and about Jacob Wetterling. Don't be surprised anything about Dion. He's an actor, so is his son. His son admits he just threw the ball up. He's like, I just threw it up. Didn't blink, and I just threw it up. So when that was what I was interested in seeing, the interviews. Go back and look at the interviews of Dion, and it's under Colorado football. Go back and look under the interviews with the son, the quarterback, and Dion. And both of them, they just actors. That's all they are. They just actors. I mean, really, most schools that have a humiliation like that it'd be some people getting fired. No adjustments. The adjustments on offense is to make the defense look good. Just make it look competitive enough to make the defense look good. That's the kind of shit we saw. So don't be surprised. Oh, my back doesn't feel too bad. I was feeling a little bad earlier. I had to take another muscle relaxer. Oh, but I couldn't sit down on this motherfucker last night. My back hurt too bad. So, but I got what I wanted to say. So, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Until we meet again, definitely say, oh, y'all want to hear that song again? What? You want to hear that beat again? What? You want to hear it again?
Oh, tell him I'm next. Tell him you fine. got a little something too.
Ooh.
Oh, tell him I'm next. Oh, tell him I'm next.
Ooh.
Oh, tell him I'm next. Tell him you oh, tell him I'm next.
Oh. You know I can get down. You know I can get down. Where's my girl at?
Yeah, well. Gotta get a piece of my yeah, well. Gotta get a piece of my a little like magic. A little like magic. Yeah, well. Gotta get a piece of my.
Oh, well, this has been the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am your main man from always parts of the world and sometimes Japan. Doing it to you in your eardrum. Doing it to you in 3D. Till we meet again, definitely say less.